Hey, what's going on everyone, it's Chester bringing you another video, and in today's video we are looking over some information that we've got, some leaked information about the new box that's coming to Duel Links. It's Zombie and Fiend, well Zombie Dark, and yeah, I'm a giant fan of zombie cards, and so I'll know my stuff about this deck more than anything. So let's just go over some of the cards that you'll be able to get in this new box, and I'll tell you if they're any good and if you should, what cards you should be trying to pull from it. So right now we have Zombie Lord as the main card in the box. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a 5-star with 2000 attack, 1500, but most zombie cards do have pretty bad defense, except a few of them, which we'll look over in a few minutes. And when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, declare one card type, monster, spell, or trap. Your opponent selects one card of that type from the deck or graveyard, and then basically what you do, you attack your opponent directly, you deal damage, you basically say like, monster card, they have to go from their deck or graveyard, no, they have to choose a monster card from their deck and throw it to the graveyard, or if you choose spell, they have to discard a spell card from the deck and put it to the graveyard. It's pretty good, pretty strong card. I don't think it should be like the main card in the banner, but it is pretty alright for a zombie. And yeah, we also have some more Red Ice support, which is pretty cool, with the Red Ice Wyrant. 1800 attack with 1600 defense during your end phase. If you did not normal summon or set any monster, you can banish this from your graveyard. Special summon one Red Ice monster from your graveyard except the chick. So what it suggests is you can special summon a Red Ice from your graveyard, but it just says a Red Ice card. Well, Red Ice monster, meaning it can be any kind of Red Ice monster. So you could special summon another one of these if you wanted to, or if you just wanted to go for the big boy, you can. Really, really powerful card. I think this should be the main card in the box because it's so good. And I think with this card being added to the game, it's going to give Red Ice a run for its money, because it's going to give Blue Ice a run for its money because Red Ice has just got a lot better with it. And we got Soul here, a trap card, and what this does is activate this card by targeting one normal monster in your graveyard, special summon. It's in defense mode. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So what it basically is Call of the Haunted, in a way. Pretty good card. This will most likely be an SR. Yeah, there's a few combos that you could do with it, like you could pull out a Dark Magician, go from your graveyard, activate Sage's Stone, pull out a Dark Magician, and I can see this being used quite a lot in the meta. So they're the main cards, and here are some other cards. So there is Black Paladin. Pretty insane. So we know that some Dark Magician decks are going to get a lot more powerful right now, and Buster Blader will definitely be being added to the game. So Dark Paladin is a 2900 attack, 2400 defense. Must be special summoned with the fusion, blah 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 blah. During either player's turn, when a spell is activated, you can discard one card from your hand and negate it, and if you do so, destroy it. This must be face up on the field to activate this effect. This card gains 500 for each dragon on the field or in either player's graveyard. So it's got Buster Blade's ability, plus the ability to just go negate. Really, really powerful. So if someone tries to econ you, you can negate it, or discharge negate. Really, really cool card. And I can see that being pretty meta as well. So here we go into some other cards that are getting added. These are not the URs or anything, but I can see some of these being absolutely spectacular. Most of them are zombie support. So we got this guy. Not the best card, but he's alright. And the reason why I love my zombie so much is for about 14 years now, I've only been using zombie decks in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! So right now we got the Dark Dust Spirit with 2200 attack, 1800 defense. Can't be special summoned during the end phase of the turn this was normal summoned or flip summoned. Return it to the hand. When this is normal summoned or flip summoned, destroy all face-up monsters on the field. It's alright, but it's pretty hard to normal summon for the fact it is a 6-star, but with 3-star demotion, I can see this card being very, very, very strong. On to the next one. I used to run this guy just for the lols because of the massive defense and attack. Despair from the Dark. So he has 2,800 attack and 3,000 defense. So even if he does get thrown into defense mode, you don't need to worry about getting destroyed. Really, really, really strong. And when this card is sent from your hand to the or deck to the graveyard by your opponent's effect, special summon it. I can't think off the top of my head of any cards which can do that right now, but it is a really, really powerful beater, and it's got an even attack and defense. Next card is another zombie, and 2,400 for a 6-star, 2,000 defense. At the end of the damage step, if this battles a warrior or spell type, destroy that monster. So it specifically counters warriors and spellcasters. Pretty good. Not the best, because there's only certain situations where it'll work. So yeah. The next one is the Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. A lot of people have been wanting this card in the game. It's a 3-star 400 attack with 1,500 defense. If you control another zombie type monster, your opponent can't target this card for attacks basically. Each time a zombie monster is special summoned, send the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Pretty cool for milling your opponent down. It's an alright card, and it can't be targeted when there's another zombie. Here we go, Vampire Lady. I like this card quite a lot as well. It's a 4-star, 1,550, 1,550, so it's a pretty cool card. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, declare one monster type. Well, it's the same as the other one. You declare a monster, spell, or trap, your opponent sends one of them types from the graveyard. Well, from the hand to the graveyard. So like I said, you select monster, they have to go through the deck, pick a monster, throw it to the graveyard. Call of the Mummy, really, really, really good support right now for zombies. Is it quick? Oh, it's continuous. Once per turn, you can special summon one zombie monster from your hand. You must control no other monsters to activate this effect. So if you pull this turn 1, it can be devastating for your opponent, because you play this, there's no, obviously it's first turn, so you have no monsters on the field, and then you can just boom, special summon this guy. I used to do it back in college, when I used to run that kind of zombie deck. Really, really powerful in zombie deck. I would definitely recommend running Call of the Mummy in your zombie decks. And here is Dust Tornado. They've added more counters for back row, which I am pretty happy about. Target one spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy that target, and then you get to set one spell or trap. So it's like Desert Tornado, but the reverse. So you activate it, destroy one of their spell or traps, and then you get to set something. So if you use it on your opponent's turn, you'll still be able to set a spell or trap during their turn. Pretty cool card. And now on to Bloodsucker. So this is a 4-star with 1,300 attack, 1,500 defense. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, send the top card from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Most of these zombies that they've added are based off getting damage onto your opponent's life points directly for their effects to activate. And I can't see this card being too great actually. It could be cool in certain situations, but I can't see that being too great. Vampire Baby. So here's the trio. This card is actually pretty cool. So it's a 3-star, 700 attack, 1,000 defense. At the end of battle phase, if this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. So it's similar to other cards you might have seen in the game. I can't remember any of the names, but if this destroys any card, you can basically own it. So if you chain this with, let's say, Metal Morph, and you manage to get over a big monster, destroy it with Vampire Baby, that big monster on that side of the field becomes yours. Pretty cool. This guy, he used to be my spirit animal, my spirit card in college as well. What he does is a 5-star 2,000 attack 14. This guy I've won so many duels with because of his ability. You choose the attacks your target. Well, your opponent has no control over what they choose to attack. You control everything. So if they want to attack into your little Vampire Baby, let's just say that, you can basically say, no, you're attacking into one of my big boys, or no, you're attacking into this giant defense monster. You control all the attacks on the field. It's pretty good card. And this guy, he's only good if Zombie World Field Spell was a thing, but it doesn't seem like it is unless we get it with Marek. And what he does is, you can discard this card to the graveyard, take control of one face-up fiend or zombie monster your opponent controls till the end phase. you can pull off some good combos like tribute it off, grab one of their fiends or zombies, and then tribute that off to special summon something else or tribute summon something else. There's some combos that you can get with it, but it'll be a lot more stronger with Zombie World, because Zombie World turns all the monsters on the field and graveyard into zombies, so you'll be able to take control of any monster on the field. And right now, here's a trap for zombie decks. The Tut Mask. When a spell trap card activates... No, when a spell trap card is activated and it targets exactly one zombie monster on the field and no other cards, and negate the activation, destroy it. So, Order to Charge, for example, if it targets it, so Econ will count, I think. And there's a few other spell traps that could target your cards exactly, so that'll just destroy them. Pretty good. And right now we have Mask. Another Mask. Oh, so what this basically does is you activate this, neither player contributes monsters. That is pretty powerful. If tributing becomes even more, if it sees more play, because at the moment you don't see too many tribute decks, because most of the decks are obviously harpies and stuff like that with just basic monsters where you don't tribute anything. So I think that's going to be a useless card. Spell Shattering Arrow. I remember this card being pretty cool. It's a quick play as well. Destroy as many face-up spell cards your opponent controls as possible. If you do, inflict 500 to your opponent for each one. So if they've got Filled Spell, that counts. If they have masks, if you're facing a Parasite deck, if they've masked you and you can't do anything, you activate this, boom, destroy the masks, they take damage instead. Pretty powerful card. Or Equip Spells, for example. It's going to see a lot of use, I think. Because, yeah, you might as well run it to destroy a Filled Spell and deal 500 to them. Here's some other cards that might possibly get added. Here's a Dino, if I believe it is. A 4-star Dino with 1,700. This will make Dinos so much more powerful again. Because with this, with Jurassic World, it will be a 2,000 attacking 4-star normal monster. It will be really, really cool. So hopefully we do see that in the box, just so Dinos get a little bit more support. We have this... add one Buster Blader from your deck grave to your hand, so we've got some Buster Blader support right there. So then Dragon decks are probably going to die off pretty soon if we start seeing quite a lot of Buster Blader. Here's even more Buster Blader support. Let's just quickly scroll through, see if we can see anything else. Luster Dragon. I believe that's a 4-star, pretty powerful. 1,900 4-star, so run that with Mountains. That's a 2,100 attacking 4-star. That's pretty insane. And then you can order to charge it because it's normal as well. That is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I remember this, I ran it with Vuljamas, and I can see this being powerful in a few decks. It's a continuous spell. If you have only one original type monster in your graveyard, all monsters your opponent... all the monsters you control... So basically, if all your monsters are like winged beasts, let's just throw that out there, all your monsters will gain 800 attack. If all your monsters are zombie, all your zombie monsters on the field are going to gain 800 attack. Same with if you're just running plain dragons, 800 attack. Really, really powerful card. I used to run that in my Ojama deck, just to give them some power. And what's this? Ooh, 1,800 attacking basic beast monster. That's pretty cool if they had that. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see some more just basic 4-star powerful beaters. So yeah, this is the new box which will be coming very soon. And it is pretty hype. There are a lot of support for zombies, dark, dragons, Buster Blader decks, spellcasters. It's going to be a really, really good box. So if I was you, I would recommend saving up your gems, because this box will 100% change the meta. There are some amazing cards in here, and I recommend getting every single one of them if you can. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, please leave a comment down below on the cards that you are excited to see get added to the game. And if you think the game is missing any other cards, like zombie cards or spellcasters, just let me know down in a comment. I'd love to have a discussion with you about what cards they should add. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.